Okay guys, welcome back. Now, whether you've come to this video straight away after the previous one or you spent a bit of time really getting to grips with the previous video, what we're doing now is we're adding the final stage to this, okay? So this is the kind of upstroke chunky sound that we want to achieve, okay? So up to now, what we've been doing is doing a double strum on each note, pretty much. So for example, you know, that kind of double sound. Now, to get it really Texas, really Stevie Ray Vaughan, on every single upstroke, we're going to be doing nothing, basically. Okay, so it's just literally the sound of a crunch. Okay, so this is why we call it this crunchy tone. Okay, and let me just show you an example. I'm just going to simply go from the B to the C sharp, so the 2nd fret to the 4th fret on the A string. And at the moment, we would be doing it like this. Okay? And if I hit it out a bit harder, as I want you guys to start trying to do, now try and hit it a bit harder, that's what it sounds like. Okay? However, we want this. Okay? Now, what I'm basically doing is, like, it's open strings, but it's also a crunch. So as the open strings ring out on the upstroke, I just as I hear them, I stop the sound. So try and match that up. So do an upstroke and then flatten the fingers. And the tighter you can get that, the more you've got this Texas sound. Okay, so let me just play through the E section, first without this technique and then with it, so you can start hearing the difference. Okay, so here's without. And here's with. So it's a big difference because it sounds like you're just doing weird open strings, but when you speed that up and you get that to the pace that we're looking at, it starts sounding like this. Which now suddenly, okay, that's the sound, isn't it? That is the sound. So you apply every single thing that we've done before, but whereas at any point we've done a second double note, so a kind of, that upstroke note there, that is replaced with a chunk, okay? A kind of, I should say, a hammer-on chunk, I guess you could call it. But basically an upstroke which sounds a little muted, a little bit, some strings, but mainly muted, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, at a pace of 60 BPM, we're going to go up to, I'm going to play through the track like that. This is the pinnacle, this is what we're looking to get to, but like I said in the previous video, this really does take time because it just requires you to place round this so many times. You need to be so comfortable with where your fingers are going to even think about getting this in there. So I really don't want you to rush through to this part, okay? Think of it as this is your long-term goal rhythmically, Stevie Ray Vaughan wise, okay? So, here comes our drum beat. And let's play through that part, shall we? So I'm going to go through it once round. 2, 3, 4. A. Back to E. B. A. And then you start all over again. So of course we still break the kind of that groove to get the in there, okay? So there we have it, guys. There's your Texas attack rhythmically. And it's going to be a long process, but do it gradually. Use the tab and just make sure you are played with a kind of guitar plugged in to really hear this sound. So you could really hear when you need to tighten up with your left hand, when you need to hit it harder with your right. And gradually, you will get there.